Hey guys, it's me Nisi here of Spoil Me Nisi, back with another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the season finale of Power Book 2 Ghost, which is episode 10. This was a mind-blowing episode. Well, first, let me start off by saying that, of course, this video is going to have a ton of spoilers. So if you haven't seen it yet, just beware. The title of this episode is Monster, and pretty much you see Tariq really get well acquainted with the monster role, and he really just kind of sinks into being a monster, and it kind of stings. So let's get into it. I want to start by saying that the writers of Power really did their thing with this episode. In my humble opinion, this was the best season finale of any show ever that I've seen. And I am a movie person and show person. I've seen plenty of shows, and this is hands down the best finale that I've ever seen from them. I cannot wait until season 2 of Power Book Ghost. I really can't wait. So, I want to focus on some of the major things that happened this episode, because so much went down. The first major thing that you see happen is, Tariq goes on the stand and he airs Sax out and sings like a canary. He's not really answering any of the questions, but he pretty much airs him out. Airs it out that he, was it truth that night with a gun? He airs him out that he sent someone to drug him and find out his location, and that he followed him. The whole thing blew up. The judge called Sax and Davis and Tamika, Tariq's lawyer, back to her chambers, along with that Democratic, the DNC dude. And they pretty much all come to an agreement that Tasha is going to get out of jail, go into witness protection, and they're going to try to pin it all on Tommy, So now Tommy is, they're looking for him at this point. Tasha gets out of jail, which was cool, and she had 3 days until she left for witness protection, but she ends up going to see Monet in a desperate plea to get Tariq out of the game. When she's there, Monet pretty much lets her know that Tariq is hers, and she's not letting him go. While that situation happens, Monet's shop, or her bar, gets shot up again. And this time they shoot one of Monet's, I don't know who this person is to her. I guess he's a friend or whatever, but, he gets shot up. And when Tasha looks out the window, she sees Tommy's car drive by. That was a mind-blowing part. I really didn't see that coming. I do have my theories that I've had, and I've really been meaning to make a theories video. I just haven't gotten to it just yet. But I didn't see Tommy coming back like that. That was really a mind-blowing episode. Really, really crazy. At that point, Tasha knew that, Tommy was after them. She goes to try to warn Tariq, and Tariq pretty much lets her know, Mom, I have this under control. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. And Tasha pretty much just has to sit back and let Tariq just be a man and handle the situation. And that's exactly what Tariq does. Tariq goes to see Tommy. Somehow, they don't say how he knew where Tommy's car would be, but somehow he knew where Tommy's car would be. Tommy's car was parked in front of Keisha's son's house, or wherever he was staying. And Tariq just sits in front of the car. And when Tommy came out, he and Tariq had a conversation where Tommy let him know that he is in fact going to kill his mom. Tommy gave Tariq his word that he wouldn't kill him because he made Ghost that promise before he died. But he does have every plan to kill Tasha, because she killed Keisha and because she lied about him killing Ghost in court. So he and Tariq kind of come up with a plan, or more so Tariq comes up with a plan. And in that plan, I don't know if Tariq sends him to do this, but Tommy goes after Tasha, who is in a car with Sax and has a whole bunch of feds following her. They go on this chase, which results in Tommy's car being blown up. So at this point, everyone thinks that Tommy is dead, and Sax ends up getting fired for, I believe, the second time in the series, the second or third time in the series. Sax is pretty much up Craps Creek at this point, and he's lucky all he did get fired. Personally, I would have liked to see Sax go to jail in the show, but whatevs. Another thing that I wanted to point out that happened in this show that I thought was, crazy is that, Jabari tries to come up with some plan for him to like work with Tariq to get him out of trouble. And he wants Tariq to pretty much open up to him. At this point, Jabari told Tariq everything that he knows about him and everything that he knows about the Tejadas and everything. And at this point, Jabari knows way too much. So Tariq knew that he was in trouble. He reaches out to Jabari and lets him know, I'm in, I want to be part of the plan, because Jabari also promised him some money. When Tariq went there to see him, Kane pulls up, shoots Jabari. Jabari falls. Tariq pretty much lets him know, like, hey, I saved your sister's life. I'm not going to hurt you. I made Monet that promise. But, whatever, they have this conversation. And he talks Kane into giving him his gun. Now, that was mind-blowing because, Kane has been Tariq's number one nemesis the whole entire season. But in this scene, you see Kane kind of like, I don't know, just trust him for a minute. When Kane gave Tariq that gun, Tariq really could have just killed Kane. But he didn't. In fact, Tariq turned around and admitted to Jabari that he killed his dad and told Jabari that he's a killer, and he ends up killing Jabari. That scene really gave me chills because it's like, bruh, even though Tariq killed his dad, that was one thing, but I don't know what it is, but seeing Tariq kill Jabari, it's like, he's really sinking into that whole monster thing. And after he kills Jabari, you see him in college, like really looking at himself in the mirror. I think that now at this point in the show, Tariq is really accepting who he is. During the season, you see him like really fighting with the whole, I'm not a monster, I'm not this, I'm not that, just trying to like fool himself into believing that he's a particular kind of person. But in this episode, he really succumbs to that role. And, it was really dope to watch, but it was also kind of messed up. It was hard to watch as well. Now, the last scene that really had me just, blown away, after everything goes down, Tariq speaks to Tommy, and Tommy pretty much, lets him know, even though our plan worked, he's still going to kill Tasha. You see Tariq call someone and say that he needs their help. He goes with his mom to the cemetery, and then some feds show up, and come to find out, Tariq let them know that her life was threatened again, and they pretty much take her away. She's crying, she's pissed that Tariq made that call, but he did it because he knew what his Uncle Tommy said. They take Tasha away. Tommy comes, yokes up Tariq, and we find out who Tariq called. He called Monet. She pulls out a gun on Tariq and pretty much gets him out of a tight spot. They have a conversation right in front of Ghost's grave, where Tommy, goes pretty much, Tariq pretty much lets Tommy know, hey, maybe next time you see me, I would have earned, the family name. And then Tommy tells him he'll never see him again, and he leaves. And then Monet says, come on, let's go. The family is waiting in the car. The family. Tariq is in. His mom is safe now. He doesn't have to worry about her anymore. But Tariq is part of the Tejadas now. That's his family now. He doesn't have to worry about his sister. He doesn't have to worry about his mom. He literally just has to worry about himself. One thing that you learn in this episode is that Tariq is smart, and he's a lot like his dad. He's actually slowly starting to earn the name Ghost. You see him making a ton of mistakes throughout the whole season, but it all comes full circle this episode because Tariq is literally playing chess with everyone. He literally has everyone and everything kind of like in his back pocket. And I think it's pretty awesome how they did that in this episode. I think it's crazy how now I believe that Kane is going to be back in with the family again, but now Kane and Tariq have an understanding. He sees that Tariq is not a bad person, and he has his family's best interest in mind. But what I want to talk about is Tommy. I'm so happy that they actually did bring Tommy back to the show, and I'm so happy with how they did it. It was realistic, and just the dialogue between Tommy and Tariq, you can see that there's still a little bit of a bond there, and I say that because even though Tommy made that promise to Ghost before he died that he wouldn't kill Tariq, he still could have. He didn't have to honor that. Even though Ghost died, Ghost is gone. He didn't have to honor that, but he did. And first Tariq calls him Uncle Tommy, and he says, "Don't call me Uncle Tommy that died when your father died." But then in the end, right before Tommy said he would never see him again, Tariq calls him Uncle Tommy again, and this time he doesn't correct him. And Tariq doesn't let Monet kill him. So I'm just wondering where the show is going to go with that. First Tommy spared Tariq's life when he killed his dad. Now Tariq spared Tommy's life, even though Tommy wanted to kill his mom. It makes me wonder, why would Tariq spare Tommy's life? Knowing that Tommy wants to kill Tasha, it makes me wonder, why Tariq spared his life. I just can't wait until the next season comes on. I can't wait for the show about Tommy, because I really like where the show is going, and I really like where, the title Ghost is going as far as Tariq. He's just as brilliant as his dad. I don't know. He might be even more brilliant than his dad. Who knows? But I can't wait to see it. And, I don't know. I can't wait until the next season comes on. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's it for this video. I'm sorry if I'm rambling on. I'm just still mind blown by this episode. Just kind of soaking it all in. Wasn't going to do a video about it tonight because it's late and I'm tired. But I'm just like, wow. Just wow. I just can't believe the episode went that way. Really excited about it. Really excited for the next season to start. So God willing, we'll all see each other then. I'll make videos about it then. And I really look forward to it. In the meantime, I have a ton of theories about the next season. And I am going to make a few theory videos because I do have a ton of them, especially now that, this season has ended. Now that Saxe got fired from the government, he and Davis is going to be working together privately. Just so many new alliances have started now in the season finale of this show. Zeke and Professor Melgrim getting closer. A little bit more affectionate towards each other and open. They showed affection in front of Jabari. Just a lot of alliances forming here that you just didn't see coming. So I'm sure that when the next season starts, it's going to be crazy, and I can't wait for it. So that's it for right now. I'll make another video about it later when I have my thoughts together and the whole wow factor is over. But yeah, if you guys haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like and share this video. If you have any comments, please let me know. I would love to talk about this. And until next time, peace.